Okay, this is from 1 Corinthians 13, 1 through 3, and then verse 13. Sorry. This is from 1 Corinthians 13, 1 through 3, and 13. If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but don't love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all his mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gone nowhere. So, no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Thank you.
We've now reached a part of the ceremony where the officiant, who's me, recites an inspirational quote or passage about the complexity and emotions of marriage and love. I'll do my best. Marriage gets a bad rap sometimes. Often it's shown with the negative light in TV and movies, a lot of arguing, things like that. I've often thought that marriage needs a rebranding of sorts. Just we should market it differently. Maybe YOLO marriage, hashtag marriage, something good that the kids will like. What's perceived is not often the truth. It's often shown as an end, which in one aspect, marriage is an end. It's an end to a singular life, caring for cats, listening to Daft Punk. But it's also a beginning. In this case, the beginning of a life, caring for cats, listening to Daft Punk with someone else. Today, thank you, Soren. Today, Nate and Andrea are claiming that their marriage is a beginning. And marriage is not only a beginning. Marriage is a process. It's messy. It's overwhelming joy. It's communicating. It's knowing not when to communicate. It's giving up part of yourself. It's allowing your life to change forever. It is growth. It's admitting that you need someone else. Often, all this is in the same day. Thank you. I am giving door prizes for laughs, so fall into the raffle. To put it simply, I look to the words of the great Rocky Balboa. I got gaps, you got gaps, we fill each other's gaps. As any one of us could attest to, both Nate and Andrea are unique, creative individuals. They care about the world around them and want to improve it. In an increasingly apathetic world, equality and fairness matter to them. They're loyal, open-minded, and at least one of them is good at fantasy football. I didn't want to name names, but yes, it's Andrea. I, for one, am excited for what lays ahead of them as they begin the next stage of their life and complete the bond which started with an internet personal so many years ago. So, truly am excited. Marriage and husband and father has been the best thing in my life, so I'm excited for you guys to take the next step. I think it's going to be amazing. And now we're going to go to your vows. All right? Just before you say it, let's remember what vows are. A vow is a promise, a pledge. It's a commitment to one another. So, we're taking the first step. And you want the microphone? All right.
Does that sound okay? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Nate and I both wrote our vows earlier today because we were working on crafts, so we're both going to be reading them to each other. Love you too. All right. When we got engaged, I knew instantly I wanted to use a lot of saturated colors at the wedding. To me, love is all about big, beautiful colors. And you are by far the most colorful person I've ever met. When we met, I was instantly taken by your quirkiness. Then, soon after that, followed with your thoughtfulness, especially with your loving crew of friends. And finally, I learned to love your resoluteness, your idealism, and your passion for what you believe in. These last 11 years have been a very rocking adventure. We've had so much fun, and I wouldn't change anything. I'm proud of our journey here. I promise to always listen to you when you have whatever you have to say, even when we don't see eye to eye or disagree about what music is being played. I promise to be a good cat guardian and to tell them good job when they bring me their live kill. I promise to bring out the best in you, whether that means knocking you out to get you on a plane or making you eat at a normal time. I promise to laugh with you and perhaps sometimes at you. I promise to be there for you whenever you need me. And most of all, I promise to love you under any circumstances, happy or sad, or easy or difficult, for the rest of my days. I am the luckiest girl, and I couldn't imagine growing old with anyone else.
Oh no. Sorry, it's going to take me a second. I love you, honey. Honey. Nerves and tears. All relations have laughter, happiness, and joy. But the reason I love you is because you make me nervous and you make me cry. I was nervous with every word I typed to you. I was nervous on our first daytime and our first nighttime date. I was nervous when you met my friends. I was nervous when I met your family. I was nervous when we bought a house. I was nervous when we brought 2 cats into our life. And I'm nervous about our future. But I love you because you understand and accept that nervousness is what keeps me going. Most people know. I thrive off of it. I cried after the first time I watched you dance. Everyone knows how amazingly beautiful it is. I cried while you stood by me during the credential program in my first year of teaching. I cried when you agreed to move in with me. I cried when you said yes. Whenever I describe you to someone, it's hard for me to keep the tears away because you are my world. You've stood next to me and you've carried me. I cannot wait for the future with the most stunning, honest, genuinely hardcore woman I have ever met. I love you.
Do we have rings? Excellent. Here we go. Okay. I didn't think much about it. I don't think it rings much. But after thinking about it, it is a super good thing for a wedding. Because you don't find knees in the ground, right? They take work, they take effort. You got to build it to be a ring, which is a beautiful thing. And much like any relationship, you don't just wake up and marry to somebody. It takes time. You got to meet that somebody, and the relationship is nothing. And then it gets built. And it goes through fire, it goes through cooling process, it goes through all the emotions you feel. And then what comes out is this beautiful ring. So I think a ring is a wonderful way to symbolize a marriage. And so then Nate, if you would like to take that and repeat after me. Okay. Andrea Zolandis.
Andrea Zolandis.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
As a symbol of love.
As a symbol of love.
That it has neither a beginning.
That it has nothing. That it has neither a beginning. Nor an end.
Andrew, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Nathaniel Quinn Stars.
Nathaniel Quinn Stars.
With this ring,
With this ring.
I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
As a symbol of love.
as a symbol of love,
that
has neither
a beginning
a beginning nor end.
Nate and Andrea, having witnessed your vows to each other, and with all who are assembled here, and by the authority vested in me, which is pretty substantial, I announce with great joy that you are married. You make this. It is with great pleasure that I present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Nate and Andrea.